Peace, y'all.
Hey!
Yeah, so we're back for SP-1200 beat video number 8, you know? It's been a while, so I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been supporting the beat videos, you know, liking and giving comments and everything. And, you know, I decided I'm going to change the format up a little bit. Usually I sit and build with you guys a little bit about hip-hop or about, you know, beat philosophy and that kind of thing. It takes a while before I get in the beats. This issue is, or this episode rather, is called the freestyle. And when I say freestyle, I mean a lot of people go into making a beat, especially if you're an MC first, like me, and you go into a beat trying to work a beat for your purposes, right? But in this case, I'm just freestyling, right? So I'm just gonna pick out a whole bunch of records. I've been listening to a few of them, and I'm just gonna take little bits from each one of these, and then as I go, I'll try to work it into something, you know, and figure out what I'll come to what I come to when I come to it, you know? But mainly it's just a freestyle, you know, I'm just reaching for stuff, just like you would if you were an MC freestyle and you're reaching up in your brain and trying to find something that fits in the right spot. I'm doing that with this, right? No predetermined notions about what direction it's going in. Alright, so first we're gonna check this out. I got this record by Andre Crouch and the Disciples, Soulfully. First thing I noticed was this. Alright, so that beginning part there. And remember, we got a bunch of records in only 10 seconds. So I'm just going to take the piece I need, speed it up a little. Just that part in the beginning. Alright, what else we got here? This is a childhood record that I loved. You know, and it's been around since like when my mom's generation were kids in the 60s. It's a 1968 Pinocchio Carlo Collodi edition. You know, it's a children's library book, and as some of you guys might know, children's books are definitely known for having some cool sounds if you get the right ones, if you get lucky, right? So when you see what this got, I kind of remember the feeling of this in the beginning here before they start talking. This whole series is bad. A little Richard Groove Holmes, Misty. And I've been wanting to check this out for a minute because I picked it up for super cheap a little bit back, and it's been in like my bins of like not listened to yet kind of thing. Oh shit. See right there, to have some kind of offbeat thing that barely has a snare in it, you know, just like a jungle rhythm kind of beat. And you know once you run that through the SP-1200, it's going to add a second, you know, another layer of grit. You know, it'll just kind of have something. It's like a little unique beat that has no snare in it. Or if I put a snare in the beat at all, it'll be like not very often. God. Ruby. Tom Fogerty, Randy Oda, Bobby Cochran, Anthony Davis. That's not going to work for me. This is one of those things where I know I'm gonna have to go back to this record like 4 or 5 times and take mad shit off of it. See, this is the type of shit that digging is about. When you find a track, when you find music from back in the day you would have never otherwise found. See, this is some shit that I'm gonna play like fuck a sample, you know what I mean? Alright, so Ruby is a definite keeper, man. In fact, this thing is gonna be, I'm gonna have to marinate. You ever find a record, you're gonna have to just marinate on that record as if you weren't even looking for samples. It's just something you're gonna have to live with and get to know, and then try to like maybe eke the essence out of it, you know. So you're not raping the records, you're just like taking some of their essence from it, you know? Like nowadays people rape the records, or what they do is they try to do some shitty, they try to play it over, you know, they take the record and they try to play it. By the way, this is Peach is an herb. This I found ahead of time, and it kind of has like an awkward Benjamin's Baby kind of feel about it, right? I like this sample here. But I'm just talking about the beginning part, you know? And I'm thinking, when I'm listening to this sample, I'm thinking of that drum sound I took. It's like, that's why you see a lot of early DJs that started producing records. They got those skills from DJing, from playing one record and trying to blend it with the next one, and that's what we're gonna do here. Now we're looking at our samples and what I've edited down. And what I got here is I matched up the two main samples that I like, that drum and that Peaches and Herb sample, the Benjamin's joint, and I fit them together after truncating them. Like butter, baby. And we can do a lot with this, tune it and do different stuff with it. And then we got, from that Pinocchio record, see, that sounds like some beatnut shit to me, you know? And I took that from our first record, you remember that one, right? And that's kind of has like a little bit of like a, you know, we all, you know what we're thinking here, you know, this has a little bit of a RZA sound, so be it. You know, early RZA, you know? And mainly I just put them together in these sequences, and that's freestyling it, you know, and that's just, you know, seeing what I can make out of something real quick, you know, doing something fast, but every once in a while you get a gem. So what I found with this beat is like, I only got how many seconds left? I sampled almost all my time up. I got 1.1 seconds left, right? So I did a mashup kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. If you listen to it carefully, you can hear the Benjamins join in there in the background. Peaches and Herb. Yeah. Yo, it goes, you a Farrakhan and I'm Obama. Glowing halo, you a llama. I'm your karma. Rappers is bums and I'm Dharma. Dan Charnas is the pharmacist, a lot of commas. Brothers retarded with a lot of promise. Yeah, yo. I ain't resting on my laurels even when I'm 44. I still disorient, orally orientate 44 new MCs in the formerly great orators touring the state. I used to scream New Jersey like I'd never get about this place. The air went putrid, it's something about the taste, but see the grin on my face. My money's in a good space, too much to fit in a case, too much to lose in a case, enough to wait until they find somebody who knows in glaze. Lyrics are large, lush landscapes of brush, you can see and touch. My sky of dust look like orange crush spilled on light blue jeans. Your shit is artless, a real fucking smell your own fart fest. Remind myself, these are human beings, I'm a king with no arch nemesis. In 90 at the lab I was spit till brothers quit and go and play the God Genesis. Survived through everything the business did, styles original, and more so than them white boys on pills is limitless. So ain't nobody fucking with the kid.